Simulation games are slowly taking the gaming world day by day, allowing players to dive into unique experiences that mirror real life. Today, we're comparing two exciting titles, Roadcraft and Construction Simulator 2022. Both games provide a chance to build and manage your own construction empire, but they do it in very different ways. One being Roadcraft, focusing on crafting roads, and Construction Simulator, which is based off all construction. And so, if you're a fan of heavy machinery, or maybe just want to know what it's like to create and build environments from scratch, you now can with both of these games. Whether you're looking for a laid-back experience, a challenge, or something in between, by the end of this video, you'll have a clearer idea of which game might be the best for you. Okay, so I actually wasn't planning to make this video, but here we are. So I seen on the forums that someone posted this, which is both games, and them asking how is Roadcraft subreddit 21,000 and Construction Simulator only 2.4 thousand. And your answer to that is simply because Roadcraft was developed by Saber Interactive, which is a studio known for its simulation-styled off-road games like Mud Runner and SnowRunner, which both are really popular games and have gained a large amount of players over time, while Construction Simulator was developed by Weltenbauer Software, a much more independent and smaller development team. And if we actually take a quick look at the history of Construction Simulator, we can see that the first version was released back in 2012 for PC and Mac. Then we have ConSim 2014 for iOS and Android. Moving up, they released a newer version for PC and Mac. Then we have ConSimulator 2, which was released in 2017 for all consoles and mobile as well. So this is when I'd say the game really started to blow up. So in 2019, they released Construction Simulator 3, again for all platforms. Then moving up to 2022, which is our most recent version of the game for consoles and PC. And then finally, Construction Simulator 4 was released early spring 2024 for the Switch and mobile. So as we can see, Construction Simulator actually has been around for a while. Now if we take a look at the previous off-road games from Saber, we have these four, Mud Runner being the first released back in 2017, then SnowRunner in 2020, they then dropped Expeditions in 2024, which I still have never played that game. And then finally, we have Roadcraft in 2025. And just an FYI, Saber Interactive actually has other games they put out as well, but they're not driving games, so we're not going to discuss those. Either way, this should explain why Roadcraft might have a bigger audience. But that does not mean that Construction Simulator isn't still an amazing game. So it's very likely that when the developers announced Roadcraft, many previous players from Mud Runner and SnowRunner have flocked over to Roadcraft expecting it to be similar. However, it's not. And to be honest, since Roadcraft has released, it's had a bunch of different issues, most of them being bug fixes, or the game crashing, and even performance issues. It's pretty obvious that they need to fix the game. Even with the most recent update, which just dropped September 4th, players have reported even more issues after updating. Here is a list of the known issues and possible solutions. It even says here at the bottom that the devs are aware of these issues and are working on a hotfix, which is great to hear. But remember guys, this isn't the first hotfix for Roadcraft. The game has received already 3 hotfix updates since its release in May 2025. So it's confirmed here that they are working on hotfix number 4. Just being honest with the game's current gameplay. And for the time I've spent playing Roadcraft, it's not better than Construction Simulator. Again, this is my own opinion. Everyone will have theirs as well. So moving on, we're going to talk about 3 important reasons why I think Construction Simulator is just overall a better game. Now I know some will say Construction Simulator is a bit outdated, but let's be honest, the game itself has never had any of the issues that Roadcraft is currently experiencing. And that alone makes the gameplay better, even if Construction Sim is a bit outdated. So moving to reason number 2 why I think ConSim is better is the overall mechanical features. Construction Simulator allows you to dig into the dirt and use other types of soil rather than just sand. And honestly, for a game called Roadcraft, I was expecting to be able to fill the dump truck with asphalt, soil, rocks, and more, not just sand. Or use excavators and wheel loaders. However, that's only possible in Construction Simulator. So reason number 3 why I'd say Construction Simulator is better. It's got to be the licensed machines. The fact that you can use the same branded machines in the real world just makes the gameplay better, in my opinion. Now moving on, I'm going to give y'all 3 things that Roadcraft does have that Construction Simulator needs. First being the suspension on vehicles. Again, Roadcraft was made from the development team of SnowRunner, so it was already expected that the vehicles would have that amazing suspension carried over, which is not seen in Construction Simulator. Anyways, number 2 is just overall off-road physics. Definitely could use upgrades for the next Construction Simulator game. And lastly, which both games currently don't have, is destruction. But we do have good news, and that's that the developers for Construction Simulator have discussed in the past that they were planning to have destruction and demolition coming into the game. I don't know if it will be in a new update or a completely new version of the game, but I definitely want to see destruction and demolition added into Construction Simulator, along with physical improvements like better suspension and graphics improvements. Plus more content updates with even more branded vehicles would make the game top tier in construction for sure. Now for Roadcraft, I think they just need to take more time on actually improving the game. And I've said this since it released. The game itself felt unfinished when I first played the demo, and they just released it anyways. So with that being said, I still believe both games have potential to be great. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to choose Construction Simulator over Roadcraft. Anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you prefer Construction Simulator or Roadcraft? Also make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.